Welcome, people. Welcome back to Memphis Podcast. I'm your host, Cassius, and we got a great show for you today. I got two special guests. We got my guy, Carlos, the Realtor, and Miss Diane. People, Carlos, tell the people a little bit about yourself first off.
Well, I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee, grew up in Whitehaven. And man, all my life, I've been into real estate ever since I was 5 years old. My father was a builder, and at an early age, I took up real estate. So I am all about real estate. So now, carrying over into my adult life, I just became a licensed real estate agent probably about 8 months ago.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm also an investor. I got a few properties that I actually flip, and I got a few rental properties as well.
Okay. And I know your guest you have here is Miss Diane. Miss Diane.
The one and only.
The one and only Diane.
Yes,
Miss
yes.
Diane. So how did you meet Carlos?
Well, I met Carlos through Erica. And from that on,
Good friend of mine.
He's been my brother, like a brother now.
Oh, okay. So how did this journey of home ownership begin for you?
Well, I got tired paying ridiculous rent. And I knew that one day I want a home for me and my kids. And not just a home for me and my kids. I want to give them a legacy. And not just that, I want to be a role model to my kids so they won't be stuck into this generation, curse thing. I had to be an advocate, and I had to do, not just talk, I had to do it. I had to do what I was preaching. So I showed my kids that my oldest daughter, she can be a homeowner at her age because she make pretty good money. Mm-hmm. And not just that, I just want my kids to be comfortable.
Okay. So how does Carlos fit in this equation?
Well, how Carlos fit in this equation, man, he just made the thing happen.
Okay.
I'm so glad that God used him because he got talent. He already said it. So once you give it to Carlos and tell him what you want and how you want it, he going to make things happen. So I appreciate you, Carlos, so much.
Okay, so basically, what was the first process that Carlos took you through to get this process started?
Well, I met him on a rainy day.
Mm-hmm.
And he told Erica, he said, I got an umbrella and some shoes.
No, it was pouring down rain.
He said, I won't let none stop me, man.
Yeah.
He said, we're going to show this house. Erica was scared, though, so man, I just put that him into that expressway, and I rolled on over there. So, hey, if he didn't let the rain stop me, I ain't let him. So that's how the journey began. I wasn't going to let nothing stop me. I just was going to keep focusing and go look at the house.
Okay. And Carlos, not far as Carlos, Diane, what was like your fears when you first started this process?
Well, I didn't have no fears because I had already been praying for that. I ain't have no room for fears.
Okay.
I immediately put my trust in God. Mm-hmm. And I trust him with the process. It wasn't easy, but I still trust him with the process. Okay. So far as I know, the startup, what's basically like the first steps? Carlos, when you first come in and you get somebody like Miss Diane, Miss Diana? Miss Diane. It's Miss Diane.
Miss Diane, excuse me.
That's all right.
What's like with the first process when you first start? Well, you get a person come in like Miss Diane. What's the first process?
Well, my first thing is to try to read the individual because this is a connection. Like it's not just real estate. It's more than real estate.
Gotcha.
I have to actually know the person.
Right.
Because I may not be the right person for her. So unlike, so many other people, I want to know that we fit, that we're a match because this is one of the most important decisions of her life or a family's life.
Okay.
So I first need to know if we match. If we don't match, then I'd be the first one to say that, hey, this may not work out. Mm-hmm. So that's what I try to do first. Chemistry is I'm all about energy.
Yes.
So when I saw Diane, I'm just going to be honest. I'm an energy person and I vibe people. When she came through the door, I knew she stood on business. I knew that right off the bat.
Well, I could tell by her personality.
Yeah,
I'm definitely on business.
Yeah. The way she got out that car, she put it in park, and she went right in. I shook her hand, and it's just, I grew up in the old days, so my father and my mother told me to eye contact.
Right.
So it was something about the eye contact. When she had that eye contact, I was like, you know what? I ain't have a suit and tie on that day, but I knew she was about suit and tie business. So
right.
That made me real comfortable when she came through the door because I knew that this was something that she really wanted. And that she wasn't here to play around because I'm super competitive. You know, I'm super competitive. I'm super aggressive. So I need that same energy. And when I got it, we can make something happen. Pretty much.
Okay. So tell me, because I'm like, far as the process when you're starting to buy a house and stuff like that, I know that stuff can be complicated and it can be challenging.
Yeah.
So what, like to me, like I said, what are the first things that you do for her? Like far as I know, credit wise, because I know you do a lot of things. You all bring a lot of things to the table, far as with your company, far as real estate and stuff like that.
Right.
So I know tell me some things that you bring, because I know you mentioned to me as far as building credit and other things. So just mention some things you got going.
Well, the breakdown is, I started out as I've been owning a credit repair company for over 25 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And I just posted a video on Facebook just the other day, and I call myself a credit expert. And in order to be a credit expert or expert in anything, you got to went through it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been through it. Me and my wife. My wife first got with me, her credit was shot down to the floor, but it's okay. But this is the thing. I'm not downplaying anybody.
That's anybody.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through struggles as far as credit wise. Shoot, me too.
Yes.
Man, my wife, I say, because you have processes and then you have processes. Just the main thing is don't stay in this slump.
There you go. That's what it is. So that's one of the first steps or the first questions I asked. But she came from a very good friend of mine, so the credit was already in place.
Okay.
So Erica referred me to her, and the credit was already on point. So she is 700. She in the 700 club.
Oh, 700?
Yeah. So when you're in the
850.
there you go.
Yeah. Whatever you want about it, just get up there.
Okay.
That's all.
But to answer your question, that would be the first step. So the first step for me is to address the credit.
Right.
Because in some cases, the credit will play a part in the interest rate and the payments and things like that. So since we're credit experts, I want to make sure that we address or attack that credit right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
So now, my second step is getting to know the person. Once that checks off the box, now we talk about what is a dream home for you, because to everybody in America, this is supposed to be the American dream.
Yes.
So for my clients, and I hope I did a good job of making it feel like an experience for her, because some people are all uptight when they're buying a house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that. This is supposed to be a dream, not a nightmare. So we shouldn't be walking through this afraid.
Right.
So the third thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to, loosen up. I got you, because I done been there. I done filed bankruptcy twice. I tell people shamelessly, it is what it is. We go through things, so you can come and be an open book to me. So she shares some very intricate details about her life to me. So at that point, it kind of shifted. But so it's first is credit. Second is getting to know the person, make sure we match. Third is understanding what is her dream house and what does this dream look like for you, because whether we have to look at one house or 100 houses, I need for this dream to match your vision, So that's the third step. And then after that, it's attack mode. We trying to go hard in the paint. I'm trying to be the best negotiator for my clients on all levels. Like, I don't play around with my clients. I treat my clients very good.
You do,
is that right?
You do. And Carlos, what amazed me, remember I told you that I was looking at that house and they were like, "Dang, you got to stay up on your budget. You got to stay on your budget."
Yeah.
For me, I go to God. He my budget. And you was connected to that house. Like, that house kept on going back and back and back. And when I came to you that day to look at that house, God said, "Now, this your business right there."
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you, that was one of my next questions as far as like the struggles when you first started like house prospecting and stuff like that. So
struggles?
Yeah, like, okay, like what struggles like came? Because I know it's always like things that can stop you from like getting a house that you want. Did you have any struggles?
Well, I had like certain dilemmas. I'm not going to just really name it going on. And they was in my pocket too.
Okay.
Like real, let's open book, uncover. I was a customer battle.
Okay.
So the Lord is in my pocket. So this made me work 7 days a week, 12 hours. 7 days a week, 12 hours. I probably got about like 10 hours of sleep out of 7 days.
Really?
Yes. Or I sleep on the job. I hope y'all ain't listening, but once I take care of my business, take care of what I need to do,
Right.
I do my homework, I go to school. So that's a kind of struggle. But I overcame those struggles. I didn't want to look at it as it was a struggle. I just want to look at it was just a process and a driven, I'm just staying focused on what I need to do to get in this house.
Okay.
And that's what I did, stay focused. And I managed the struggles. Whatever came away, I ain't want to look at that. I had to turn that thing around, thinking positive. Like, I ain't had time for that.
Every word she says is true so that's another thing that kind of inspired me. She don't know this to this day, but I'm revealing it right here on this show. Like, you inspired me. Like, most of the time in my circle, I'm the one being the encourager, the motivator. When she came through the door, number one, she was about business. Then she shared these details to me.
Okay.
And remember, ever since I was a kid, I've been competing. So I'm very competitive. So when I heard that, I was like, you know what? We're going to put you in the house. I don't care what we got to do. Right. So I kind of matched her. So we was kind of, playing off each other. But that really inspired me because I'm going to be honest. I go hard in the paint about things that I want to accomplish. But I had been lacking in some areas. When you came through, gave me your testimony, it made me shake up and wake up and just really go after some things I wanted to accomplish that I had kind of been slacking on myself. So it's actually a dual thing. That's why I say, for me, it's important that our energies match because I never know how this thing gonna play out. I'm helping her get a home, but in the same time, she's inspiring me to be the best agent or the best business person that I can be. So it was kind of cool at the same time. So I thank you too.
Go ahead. You want
Yeah.
to share that, Carlos?
Because that's my next question. I'm like, how did y'all grow and what kind of moments did y'all have together? Yeah.
Well, we just grew it. Like I said, when his energy matched my energy, like he said, my energy matched him. I said, man, this my bro. He thinks just like me, so this a brother I ain't never had because there ain't nothing but women in our family.
Okay.
Man, they'll cut you. But what amazed me when he asked me, he said, Diane, just realistic. Do you want to keep on going? I said, man, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's move forward. Because I got that ridiculous faith. I told you, like, I ain't letting none stop. I'm standing on faith. Because that's all I have now is faith.
Right.
And it's a wonderful thing that I got faith because God removed everything out my way. People I love, people that were dependent on me. It broke me down with some broken moments, but when God wants their attention from you, man, you got faith, you got trust. So that's all I was standing on is faith. Yeah. And I tell him, come on. He like, you sure? Man, go on and pay him, set the appointment day up, do whatever you got to do. I'm standing on faith.
Yeah, she really was. And it wasn't so much about in this particular situation, it wasn't so much any obstacles as far as the business transaction, but she's going through so much in her personal life that was a struggle for her. And I was like, hey, you sure you want to be able to continue this journey? And every single time she would hit me with the same answer. She was like, I'm standing on faith. And me being a Christian believer, I got to walk in what I believe. So I had to do it. I had to do what she's asking me to do because if I don't do it, she's telling me to do. That means I don't believe in what I believe in. So it was kind of like every time I was like, hey, Diane, we got an XYZ. She was like, I'm standing on faith. Keep going. So it was kind of cool. Like I said, it was a very good experience. I think at some point we turned into like the 97 Bulls because, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, y'all, they cold right there.
Yeah. It was like Pippen and Jordan out there. And we ended up accomplishing that goal. And, it brings smiles because, me and my wife been knowing each other for a long time. So in this business, I'm around a lot of women, but I came back home. Her and my wife and Diane shared some very detailed moments all the way up to the closing table. She was FaceTiming my wife. My wife was congratulating her because she's part of the business too. So
she is. I couldn't wait to meet her.
So they finally got a chance to meet. So it's kind of cool. The business that the business that I'm in, I'm around a lot of ladies, but everybody understands the goal. We understand the task, and I will say we get it done. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get you to the closing table. That's for sure.
Bet that.
Stand on business, sticking to the assignment.
I know we're gonna have to get a slogan.
Okay. If it's anybody out there that's watching who's on the fence of getting a home or unsure, what's some things you can tell them to help them be at ease about the process of buying a home?
I would tell them don't second guess. If that option or that thought came to your mind, I tell them just acknowledge God first of all, so He can direct your path.
Right.
But I would never second guess. I just put that faith and let it work. Because you can't just think about it. You got to put action to it. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't second guess. I just go with the flow.
And Diane, another question. I already know what you're gonna say, but would you recommend your guy Carlos to anybody, and tell me why?
Yes, I would definitely recommend Carlos to all the platform out there: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. He definitely the go-to guy to go to. First, he's all about business, and he's a family guy. Most definitely, I'm gonna recognize that he's family first, and then not just that, his family engaged in it. And I appreciate that. So I would definitely recommend him because he's going to stand on his business.
Okay. And Carlos, any advice to future clients that you trying to get? You know what I mean? That's probably sitting on the fence right now on buying a home.
Kind of piggyback off what she said. I mean, the main thing I specialize in is setting an action plan. Okay. So many times people are renting, and they are renting because they just don't have the knowledge. Okay. And that's okay, because most of the time we're fearful because we don't know the unexpected, and that is scary. It is. But I will say that I've been through enough deals that I can ease all those fears. And I combat those fears with factual information about this process. And I post a lot on my timeline, people just like Diane. These are not paid actors. Right. So I think I got my license around 8 months ago. Ever since 8 months ago, I've been in the field posting on my Facebook timeline, showing you real people. Yes. These people are actually getting keys. Diane, when she leave here, she's driving to a real house. Yes. So with that being said, if one person can do it, and shout out to all the millennials, because we're gonna be right back here on your show to talk about these young men that's right here in the city that's becoming homeowners. Yeah. Right. So if you're seeing these people, myself included, if you're seeing us do it, then why can't you do it? So the thing that I want to encourage people to do is seek the knowledge, set up a free consultation with me. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I will give you factual information. Let's break these barriers down, because you cannot do anything in this world without building wealth. So this is a wealth building machine. This is not real estate. This is more than real estate. Real estate just drives my eventual goal of what I'm trying to accomplish right here in this community. Okay. But get off the fence. Let's take some action. Yes. Just like you type in address in your GPS, we can guide ourselves there. When the GPS gives you that direction, if you follow that path, you're going to get to that location, Right. But there may be some obstacles in the way, just like the GPS. You may blow a tire here and there, but that doesn't stop. You get that tire back on the car, and then let's keep pushing. So it's the same with the home buying process. She experienced a few obstacles, but that's what life is about. So. Yes. And I'd like to just leave with this, purchasing a home is one of the greatest feelings you'll ever experience in your lifetime. When you get those keys, just look at some of the videos I'm posting. When they get to the point where they're getting them keys, look at the smile. So I want everybody to be able to experience that smile for themselves and for their family. Oh, you good. Oh, she's choking up, y'all. She's choking up. Get that water.
You touching me, it's tears.
Hey, Carlos got a choking up over here.
Man, he's choking up.
You can also teach the young men, right. You really answer the questions who you are. Because Carlos, you more than a realtor, you more than a financial advisor. Man, you a living testimony of what young men can do. They,
Right.
you know.
And they doing it. Like, I actually ran into one. We was out actually getting a few outfits, and I ran into one of the gentlemen that I'm talking about.
For real?
Smile this big. And I ran into him since the first time since I had closed, and I told him, I just asked him one question: how you feel? And we just embraced each other, and so it's a good feeling, man. I want everybody to be able to experience this. They talk about it as being the American dream. Why? I didn't paint that picture. Somebody out there in the universe said that buying a house was the American dream. So if it's the American dream and we all stand on that, then we need to figure out what it takes to make that dream a reality. And most importantly, we got the tools, the resources. So there's no reason to sit on the sideline and rent for too long. You know, everybody got their circumstances, so I'm not going to judge any individual because I had to go through it, you know. But I'm the perfect person to represent you as your realtor because I've been through everything. I've been a mortgage broker. I'm an investor. I'm now a real estate agent. Just recently got my insurance license, so I'm gonna be able to help people protect themselves in this mortgage, set them up a trust. So this is much deeper. This is just level one. You know, we playing Mario Brothers back in the day.
Yeah, level one.
Yeah, we trying to save the princess. You know, this just level one. We're gonna go through a couple of warp zones.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Diane.
Yes.
I already know, but what question for you? What kind of emotions did you go through when you first got those keys?
Man, I just thank God. You know, it's something. Like I said, I always acknowledge God because God didn't want nobody to get the glory in this but Him. And
Already.
you know, God don't want nobody like, man, I gave you this, and that. Now you ain't give me nothing. Everything came from God. So that's very emotional, and I surprised myself that I can trust Him more. I trust Him more.
Okay.
God be showing out. So if any emotion, it all come from God. It's joy. You know, I got my peace. I got my joy, and can't nothing compete with that. So.
Okay. Question. What was one of the first things you bought for your house?
Man, one. I think I bought it in bucks. Man, shoot.
That good credit, you swiping away. We're gonna have to check that credit Monday, y'all.
It
Just
was the
throw
cash.
it in the
was the
bag.
cash.
Oh, okay,
It was
okay,
I
cool.
ain't want no
Okay.
extra bills.
Okay.
Man, I think I got a brand new refrigerator, stove, washing dryer, my kids' stuff, my living room. I mean, everything in the house gonna be new.
Okay.
It's gonna be new.
It's gonna be nice.
Okay.
Hey, I lost a lot of stuff, and God just giving it right back to me.
That's why I was going to ask you. What's one of the biggest lessons you learned from this process?
Don't put your trust in nobody but God.
Gotcha.
And believe it or not, you can be your own stumbling block too.
You are correct.
That's
Because I was in the way. When God was telling me something, I was absolutely in the way. And that was fear. And I ain't like how fear was feeling. So imagine, man, I boo-hoo. Yeah, my brother, I'm a crybaby. So, hey, it is what it is. If I'm a crybaby, it's all for God. But it was like I was my own stumbling block. That's why I said God moved me out the way.
Gotcha.
And I just put my focus on God. And after that, man, he the best thing that's going.
Okay. Carlos, we about to wrap it up. Anything you want to leave the people with? Let the folk what you got going soon, what you got coming soon.
Oh, man.
And because I know during the show, we're gonna make sure we advertise this great man throughout and let these folk know to contact you for
Please do.
Well, man, I got so much going. I had to take a deep breath.
Oh.
I got a serious case of ADHD, so y'all, I'm always doing something.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
But everything is going to be geared toward. I will say that we're about to take off to another level as far as partnering. We're about to launch a 90-day boot camp.
Yes.
Inside of this boot camp, it's a homebuyer. It's called Credit, Keys, and Confidence. So inside this boot camp, it's a one-on-one experience with me and my wife. She's about to transform. We're branding her now. She's about to become the credit nurse. So she's a full-time nurse in real life. So now we're going to let her heal people by way of fixing their credit and embarking on that journey. So I'm going to be all things real estate. She's going to kind of take over the credit piece of it. So we got the 90-day boot camp coming. So if anybody is serious about buying a home, this is your opportunity. It's all free. We're doing it free from the kindness of our heart.
That's great.
Inside this boot camp, you're going to get a chance to tour some homes. You're going to get a chance to meet mortgage lenders. We're going to be meeting with them once a week on Zoom, and we're going over a whole curriculum. So if you're ready to buy a house, we're going to make sure that you got because we're talking about this fear that people have. So we want to eliminate that.
That's good.
And the only way to eliminate that is get them closer and keep them connected in a private environment. It's a private group. So we're going to just train people and coach them. So that's one thing that we got going. You can expect a lot of more amazing testimonials just like this. So we're about to relaunch our brand, make sure that the people hear what we want them to hear.
Right.
And what we want them to hear is this right here.
Most definitely.
So I just believe in community building. So this is just my way of giving back, man. It hadn't always been easy for me. I get it from the mud, but I'm cool with that because I grew up in an environment where I got a lot of love. A lot of people showed me love. She kind of told me a little bit about her background. So I kind of sympathize with people like Diane, but, she's still strong. Saying that to say, she told me a little bit about her upbringing. So I'm just here, man, to give back. I think this is what we supposed to be doing. So once again, my main thing that I want to leave everybody with is it's a little bit bigger than real estate. So I have to wear this brand because I am licensed, but I'm more than a realtor. That's all I can say,
Yes.
Gotcha.
That's about it, man. We got a lot of stuff coming on. I'm gonna enlighten people. Like I said, I started this thing off as a real estate investor. I just kind of swung into the agent part. So I'm about to open people up into my world. We just got through shooting a video. Me and a good friend of mine from school.
Right.
He's about to do a burnout project. So that's really what I'm involved in. So my hope is that as these homeowners get these keys, we can turn them over. Since now that she's unfearful, we can take it to that next level.
Take it to the next
See
level.
if you want to start doing some investing. So I'm hoping that I can, start a little boot camp, show people how to invest in some rental properties and things like that. So man, sky's the limit. Wherever God takes me, I'm just gonna go. At this point, it's fun for me. So it's not work. It's fun. Talk. I'm meeting friends.
make it fun.
Yeah, we have fun.
Man, just real.
Exactly. So we about to get ready to go grab us a bite to eat and have a few drinks after we leave here. So these clients turn to friends.
Friends become family.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, gotcha. That's good, man.
Blessing to one another.
Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yes, exactly.
You want to leave anything, Diane?
Huh?
Diane, leave anything? I said, leave anything for the people?
Well, if you believe, trust the process. That's how I'm going to go back to that process. Trust the process. It's not going to be easy, but I'm telling you, when you set your mind focused and focus on the right thing, I promise everything will fall in place. Again, like Carlos mentioned, I mentioned, it's like, hey, you're gonna come into some situations. You're going to come into some things. Like, you might have to be the quarterback. You're going to have to tug your way through it. But I'm telling you, that Dion was real talk. Just trust the process. And the only person, how you can trust it is believe in God and just surrender everything to Him and let Him direct your path.
All right. Okay, people, like I said before, I love this. I love seeing black people doing things like this. I love black people. Man, look. Thank you for coming, Carlos, the realtor.
That's right.
AKA Miss Everything.
Everything.
And Miss Diane, thank you. Thank you for coming, telling your story.
Appreciate you.
See you next
for having us,
time.
man.
Memphis Podcast.